with another Monday paint and chat. Well, we're gonna chat, but we're not necessarily gonna paint. This week we're replacing this piece. I took off the trim and I threw away most of this. I'm probably just gonna end up throwing. No, I'm gonna eventually throw away this piece once I'm absolutely sure I'm done with it. But it's just a piece of plastic. I'm not exactly happy with its shape. I want to go with a little shorter and I make it a little bit more round, and for it to fit more nicely into the inside of the armor. Didn't really sit and float. This is a weird piece on the model. In the game, it twists and it's a pain, but so we're gonna do the best we can with that, replacing it. So this time I'm gonna be sculpting out an XPS foam. I recommend you wear a mask, like I am. I hope I'm not too muffled. And we are just gonna carve it, and we're gonna go on from there. We'll see how far we get. I got a rasp and a sanding sponge. So last week I talked about entering to do a panel at Diasho Con, and I said I was waiting on the approvals, and guess what? I was approved! Yay! But not before I got a few concerns in the emails. Maybe I wasn't in, there wasn't a whole lot of space for the description and such, so I had to talk with them and give them more information, such as these are not real weapons, these are props. So I'm not going to be demonstrating sword or dagger techniques with the general public. I will be just demonstrating, say, construction techniques and material techniques, and pluses and minuses to each. But I gotta get them checked in. That's fine. I'm not gonna. They're not for regular convention use. A lot of them are made of stuff that is generally a bad plan to make daggers out of. Sure, they make other things well, but not daggers. So I will be testing this out periodically. And they have their case. I'm actually working on getting a nicer case so that they're safer, and so that I can keep track of all the peripherals such as samples, and possibly even bringing unpainted versions and such. We'll see how that goes. But I'm hoping for a 2-hour panel, and I will be going to Diasho Con. Now, what's special about Diasho Con to me? Well, I do not have an award from Diasho Con. There are a couple of conventions in the Midwest I do not have awards from, and Diasho Con is one of them. At least one of the there's some I don't count as conventions, and they don't really appeal to me as I'm not going into any of that. Anyway, Diasho Con, yay! I'm going to be. I'm going over my thoughts as to how I want to enter the masquerade. I'm hoping to do so. I won't know for sure until I get scheduling, but I did request that I would like to enter the masquerade. So even if the panel's on Sunday or whatever, I don't care. It's not a huge deal to me. But I would like to enter masquerade because I like to collect my badges. I like Pokemon badges. And you'll never guess, I would like to make a Pokemon thing. I made a couple Pokemon cosplays. I've made a lot of Pokemon and Final Fantasy cosplays. This might be my last one. But hopefully I will have the ability to bring larger work to this convention. Now I don't have much time. I have say a little bit over a month to make this. So I need to go with something more reasonable, and that won't eat up all my time, with of course I have very little of. At least my own time. So I was thinking about doing something very, very simple. And one of the costumes I've been wanting to doing is a group cosplay of the Reggies. That's Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel. Maybe I'll see. I'm kicking around this idea in my head. Let's see who's going to be going to the convention, and if it's possible, I'm just leaning over looking at the art, or my image of the piece. If it's possible to get a group going who's already going to Diasho Con. And with a month to the event, that's kind of hard to do. In all likelihood, I might just make all of them. I just might make all of them, because Reggie Ice is painfully easy. It's really, actually, you can get a a paper craft. I think they have at this point paper craft of everything, but the paper craft of the Reggie Ice has been around for a while, and it is very, very. I'm gonna round this edge actually. Round this a bit. Very, very simple. So I can get that done in a day. And then the one I like is Reggie Steel because it has nice curves, and you guys know how I like curvy mechs. Reggie Steel is a curvy mech, if I must say so myself. So I can pop that out of this foam very, very easily, possibly within a couple days. Especially since they don't require too much in the way of their design's really, really simple. And then Reggie Rock. Well, honestly, if I mess up on Reggie Rock, who's going to even know? I have to really, really mess up on Reggie Rock for anyone to know. And so, I feel like it's feasible for me to just make them myself, and then I'll have to look on the rules for group cosplay. If each person has to participate and do construction, then obviously that's against the rules, and therefore I will not enter as such. But if I can just make everyone's cosplay, that's fine, whatever. It's going to be like one of my... Oh wait, did I do a group cosplay? Well, I kind of did for Five Nights at Freddy's. That's kind of a group cosplay. Here I am just trying to like fit this into here as best I can. Do a Five Nights at Freddy's, so that should be fairly simple if I can even get things coordinated. I might do Reggie Gigas because hey, everyone likes big mech or big, you know, whatever. But Reggie Gigas is a if-then kind of scenario because of time and such. I don't want to overdo it. Besides, I have other projects. And if I were to do Reggie Gigas, I definitely have to stop updating on this. And I have one more costume that is also not quite finished, but it's a small, I think it's a small convention. I've never been to it, obviously. But it appears to be a small convention, and so, I don't know, I don't know if I want to bring like a crazy, like elaborate cosplay such as this to it. Although, yeah, whatever. Okay, so that's getting pretty close. Let's see how it fits in there. So I want it to overhang this by a bit, and this should be on the third rung, or the third little like squiggles. No, it needs to come down a little bit on the top here. It's too much. It's a big schnoz. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with the Reggies, and because it's a small con, I don't necessarily need to be a huge douchebag and bring something crazy elaborate. If we get like a judge's choice or like anything at all, that's fine. That counts as a badge in my book. And again, with every kind of group cosplay I've done, I'll just, whoever helps me out the most gets the plastic. Simple as that. Well, actually, if I make all of them, would I keep it? What do you guys think? If I just make everything, do you think I should keep it just because the problem you run into with giving, like, people will fight kind of like, you know, want the award. It's, people will enjoy that kind of stuff, right? So, to do that is kind of rough on, like, friendship. I didn't have too much problem with it in the past because either someone had never won an award before and like, here's your first award, or they were like the most obviously the most did the most work for the group, or say they're the only one in the group that hadn't gotten the group award. Or, aside from my very first group award, which was kind of awkward, I got it. It was mine. I got it. By the way, in case you guys are wondering, it was pretty straightforward and not too difficult. But that is a thing with groups. They kind of have to figure out who gets that. So this is just a lot of like contemplating. So don't worry about it. kind of want to even this out a bit because I don't like that divot. It isn't quite accurate to the design. I also want this ruling kind of pronounced curve here towards the tip. I don't know. So I'm kicking around ideas for a group cosplay, and I may just no, I don't have enough time for like if I enter, I don't have enough time for like a competitive cosplay, one that I would consider like actually for seriousness. How does that look? How you guys like that? Does that look good? Yeah, it looks pretty good. I should shave it down just a tiny bit more at the top here. But again, I really feel awkward walking into a competitive green room, and for the participants to see me and kind of sort of know instantly what's going to happen, how the event's going to go. That is a little bit disheartening. I don't want to be. It's like I feel like a super asshole when it happens, because there are cases where you will just see someone's work and you go, "Yep, they won. Yep, I'm just gonna walk across stage now." And that doesn't just impact the people themselves, but also impacts the performance overall, because when there is that chance for winning, people will then kind of fight for it more, and they'll put more into their stage production or their stage presence and such. And so the production overall gets to be, pretty good. But once you see like, oh, there's some BS dress or a big gigantic thing, you see it in their expressions and how they interact with others, that it kind of has affected their attitude towards the event. And I don't know, I don't like doing that kind of thing. Is it this one? Or this one? This one? This one. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have run into that kind of scenario where you've just kind of seen some crazy BS walk through into the green room, and just like, okay, well, hopefully I'll get a judge's award. Maybe that's like the only thing we hope for. But and that's typically why you see me kind of go for the judge's award. Try to hit that spot, because those other awards need so much other people that that I feel like it's cool. You guys have fun and enjoy yourself, and then you'll see you next event, and we can have more fun. But oh well, I'm ranting on. Let's see, that's about right. What do you guys think? That looks pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to cover this in a bit of Warbler, and then I'm going to end this. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Wait, where's my scissors? Oh, I have some scissors. Ah, scissors. I'm not going to bring the whole roll over here, but I'm going to perform a cardinal sin on my part, which is cut away from the main sheet. I like to keep the main sheet as intact as possible, just to use as much surface area as use the best effective use of this surface area. Alright, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a pattern for the back. So here we go. This is just going to go on the back, because we want to surround it completely in Warbler in this case. In cases of the other pieces I didn't, because they would not, that wouldn't affect, they were just danglings. But with this, it's going to be banging up against both parts, and I don't want it damaging the paint job or roughing it up or whatever the case may be, or being damaged itself. So we're going to just see, and I should have pushed this farther to the edge. That is totally a waste of material. Rawr! I'm a fool. I am a fool. I'm going to say this. Okay. Now where's my heat gun at? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Is it plugged in? It better be. Damn it. Oh well, I think we're going to run long. I don't want to put the heat gun on this work area because it's going to kick up all this dust, and you do not want this dust in the air. Tell you what, guys, I'm going to record the next one for next week right after this because I am very likely going to be busy next Monday anyway. So it's going to be pre-recorded. Sorry. But I will give you other news. How's that? As I kind of finish up this piece. Yep. I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Good times to all. Hey, looks like you made it all the way to the end. If you're interested in more new tutorials, con coverage, and other cosplay shenanigans every week, hit that sub button to get it delivered hot and fresh to you.